Deferment of parole when safety compromised. If based on the pre-parole investigation, there is clear and convincing evidence that the release of parole will endanger his own life or those of his relatives or the life, safety, and well-being of the victim, his relatives, his witness, and the community, the release of the prisoner shall be deferred until the danger ceases. So if we are in the case, especially for the big cases, we must take priority of the safety of the relatives, victim, witness, and the parolee. Because this is not a normal case. So if we are going to release a parolee, we must confirm first if it is safe. And if it is not safe, we must defer the release of the parolee until the danger ceases. Deferment means ipagpaliban. Basic guidelines for grant of parole. The board may grant a prisoner parole based on reports regarding the prisoner's work and conduct on study and investigation by the board itself, and it finds the following circumstances are present. First, the prisoner is fitted by his training for release. So if they will be released, there's a big possibility that they will not do any criminal doings because they are trained in prison. Second is that there is a reasonable probability that if released, he will live and remain at liberty without violating the law. Then if they will be released, there is a big possibility that they will live in the society without violating the law because they are mentally and physically trained in prison. And third, that is released will not be incompatible with welfare of society. So if they will be released, they are compatible in the society because just like what I've said in the basic guidelines 1 and 2, they are mentally and physically trained in prison. Rules after grant of parole. First, transfer of residence. A parolee may transfer from one place of residence designated in his release document without the prior written approval of the regional director subject to confirmation of the board. So we cannot release a parolee, we cannot directly release a parolee, or we cannot transfer to one place of residence because kinahanglan pa na siya kuan approval sa regional director. Then lantawon pa na yung kuan dito file or documents kung pwede na ba siya i-release or dili. Second, outside travel. The chief probation and parole officer may authorize a parolee to travel outside his area of operational jurisdiction for a period of not more than 30 days. A travel for more than 30 days shall be approved by the regional director. So the chief probation and parole officer may authorize a parolee to travel outside his area within 30 days. So the purpose of this is to study the behavior of the parolee kung compatible ba siya sa society. So a more than 30 days shall be approved by the regional director. So ito akong ingon nga kung di na siya magbuhat og violence or mga criminal doings, so muna siya the final release of the parolee. Third is travel abroad or work abroad. Any parolee under active supervision or surveillance who no pending criminal case in any court may apply for overseas work or travel abroad. However, such application for travel abroad shall be approved by the PPE administrator and confirmed by the board. So any parolee who are under active supervision or surveillance with no pending criminal case, so they are allowed to apply to work abroad, but kinahanglan pa din sila kuan approval by the PPE administrator. Kung wala approval, so dili sila ka trabaho sa kuan abroad. And last, death of the parolee. If a parolee dies during the parole supervision, the PPO shall immediately transmit a certified true copy of the parolee's death certificate to this board recommending the closing of the case. So if a parolee dies during the parole supervision, the PPO shall immediately transmit a certified copy of parolee's death because kung sa pa may kasuhan if namatay na ang parolee, di ba wala na. So after that, i-close na ang kaso. So diara ko to akong report og daghang salamat sa tanan.